Hi, I'm Jackie, an attorney here at Trellis Legal. You hear people talk about contracts all the time, but it sometimes can be hard to know when to get it in writing. So when do you need a contract? The law says that some contracts must be in writing, such as buying or selling property and contracts for goods for over 1 year. But even beyond those, not having a legally binding contract could lose you a lot of time and a lot of money, and it can be harder to prove exactly what was agreed upon if there's a dispute in the future. So, in a lot of cases, a contract will help you avoid messy situations and help keep your business relations intact. So, if contracts are so important, why do people tend not to use them? It's because no one thinks they need a contract until it's too late. Let's say you order 10 cases of tomatoes a week from a vendor for your restaurant. You know your vendor very well, and the shipment is always on time, and the tomatoes are delicious and fresh. Then, 1 week, you only receive 5 cases of tomatoes. And those tomatoes are, well, inedible. What do? Dinner is going to start in a few hours, and you are missing a key ingredient to your dishes. You have a few choices. You can A, not serve any of the dishes that require tomatoes. B, go out and buy tomatoes down the street at a huge markup. Or C, call your vendor and yell until they hang up and refuse to deliver your tomatoes ever again. Well, if you had a contract with the vendor, you might have been able to avoid this messy situation, and you could have a document that clearly defined the quality expected for each delivery. This could ultimately save you money and time when trying to remedy the situation. Talking with your attorney will allow you to assess all the best legal and liability clauses for your contract. Now, I know contracts can also be a bit confusing and full of jargon, but they don't have to be. They do, however, need to be precise. Have you ever read a legal document and felt like you were reading Shakespeare? Lawyers tend to think in legalese because it's how the legal community communicates. Legal writing is technical and it requires precision. The clause, "In witness whereof, the parties have executed these covenants the day and year first herein written above," sounds incredibly important, right? It's no more legally binding than "the signed parties have executed this agreement on the date written above." Or honestly, the parties could have just signed and dated it and removed the provision altogether. This kind of overcomplicated language overlooks an important aspect of the legal writing. You, the audience. The reader of the contract ideally shouldn't sign something they don't understand. We think it's important to craft agreements for our clients that protect you in every way legally, but are also easy to understand, making your business transactions clear and efficient. We look forward to working with you to create the perfect customized and plain language contract. If you don't see the type of contract you need listed here or in our pricing calculator, don't worry. Set up a meeting with us and we'll work with you to get an immediate quote and the agreement you need.